Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Fates the Night Remastered an der Unlimited Bladeworks Timeline. Wir sind jetzt im Interlude, nachdem Shiro zum Ryodo Tempel mehr oder weniger gerufen wurde und dort jetzt ziemlich in der brenzligen Situation steckt. How long has it taken for her to notice something is wrong? She wakes from a strange premonition of a spider's web and makes her way to the hallway.
Shiro.
At first, she thinks that it might be coming from her master. The abnormality came from Shiro Emiya's room before snaking outside. Saber sighs her golden hair spinning. It's good that he is enthusiastic, but his body won't last until he rests. And when she decides to go warn him, she realizes her own mistake. She confirms her suspicions and grasps. The abnormality isn't coming from Shiro's room. Under the moonlight, a string, thin as her hair, runs through the darkness. The single string goes into Shiro's room from outside the house. It's so thin that even the bounded field here didn't catch wind of it. There's no time. She transforms into an armored knight and swiftly heads out. Her feet run through the quiet streets. Nothing will stop her. She knows where she must go. She only has to follow the string, the pulse of her master. All she can do is run as fast as she can. It makes no difference whether her destination is her enemy's territory, nor how many death traps await her. She has sworn to protect her master. Anything that might come is negligible. A mountain contaminated with an abundance of magical energy. Ghosts fly around in the sky like crows, and the leaves in the trees are covered in unseen blood. Within the collected magic energy resides the stripped down souls, and the stark mountainside will consume those that approach. If there's a place in this world where death is assured, this is unmistakably the perfect example. She enters without hesitation. Such things will not stop her. If this place is safe, then she has to save her master all the more. She runs up the stone stairs. The expected traps and obstacles do not manifest. The mountain gate is already in her sight, and she should reach it with one more step of her magic energy infused legs. But her advance ends. No, it is halted by an enemy. Atop a staircase landing, beneath the eaves of the mountain gate, there stands one servant. His name is Sasaki Kojiro. The assassin-class servant, the protector of Ryodo Temple, wields the longsword Monohoshi-sao. Her mind in unrest, Saber readies invisible air. Her master's on the other side of the mountain gate, but the identity of the servant that stands before her is too much of an unknown. The way he revealed his identity with no hesitation. He does not take a stance, and his hostility seems transparent, but pure. She cannot grasp the strength from such a transparent offering. She can see his power as a servant. Assassin is not powerful, so it ought to be easy to maneuver and defeat him, but her instincts tell her otherwise. They tell her that in a duel, she will not best him. Saber clamps down on her anxiety and glares at her assassin. There's only one step until she can strike the opponent. To move up or down. The moment one of them makes a move, the other will strike with a killing blow. Her final warning. The longsword-wielding swordman accepts with grace and poise. Her green eyes would but pierce his body for such a foolish question. He must like her reaction. The longsword weaves through the night in an arc.
ならば押し通れ。急がねば、お前の主人とやらの命はないぞ。
He laughs with the same cool, collected tone.
Assassin!
Saber steps up in reply. The long sword swiftly strikes and Saber's invisible blade intercedes. The sounds of clashing swords echo through the breezy mountaintop. Their skill seems equal, but she has no advantage. Frustration builds. The enemy that she must defeat quickly is actually skilled and a greater hindrance. She grits her teeth and prays with all her might. In that moment, excessive swords beyond the duel seep into her sky. The battle does not end. The mountain gate is too far away. Günstig. Caster extends her fingers. Damn it. I try to fight back, but my body won't move. My limbs aren't responding, my senses are being taken away, and I'm sure she's going to off me.
さよなら坊や。悔やむのなら、その程度の力量でマスターになったことを悔やみなさい。
My body doesn't move at all and accepts the finger's tip of death. I resist the urge to close my eyes and keep glaring at Caster with all my might.
あら、いい子ね。そういう頑張りは嫌いではありませんよ。
Caster snickers at my utmost resistance and puts her fingers on my command spells. Oh, even my free will is going numb. And my fading sword. I hear the sound of clashing swords from the temple gate behind me. Oh, ich sehe da Pfeile. What kind of miracle is this? I hear the sound of dozens of objects splitting the air, followed by numerous arrows piercing the ground in front of me. Die Frage ist, wer von den beiden ist es? Caster instantly retreats, her black robe swirling like a spinning top. There are arrows piercing the ground by her feet. 13 of them fired from the direction of the temple gate. They were probably fired in rapid succession, and Caster would have been struck center mass had there been one more in the volley. The one who fired stands here atop the gate. The knight in red then jumps down to ground level, his hands empty.
とうに命はないと思ったが、存外にしぶといのだな。
Archer moves to stand before me, as if to protect me. You, why?
何？ただの通りがかりだ。あまり気にするな。で、体はどうだ？キャスターの糸なら、今ので立ったはずだが。
Huh? I check my hand. It moves. My frozen limbs must have regained mobility from that earlier action. I can move, Caster spell is gone, but...
それは結構。あとは好きにしろ。と言いたいところだが、あれに殺されたくなければ、しばらくそこから動かぬことだ。あまり考えなし。
アーチャーですって？アサシンめ何をしていたの？
そら、見ての通り、八つ当たりを食らうことになる。女の劇場というのは、なかなかに凝しがたい。まったく、少しばかり手荒いことになりそうだ。
Archer laughs. I can't tell how serious he is.
さて、そう怒るな、キャスター。アサシンならば、セイバーと対峙している。あの侍、何者かは知らんが、セイバーを押しとどめるとは、大した剣豪だ。むしろ褒めてやるべきではないか。
Even though he's facing an enemy, there's no tension in his voice or body language at all. Caster must have noticed that and regains her composure.
ふざけたことを。あなたを止められないようでは英雄などとは呼べない。あの男、剣豪を名乗らせるには実力不足です。
ほう、その言いぶり。アサシンが自分の仲間だとでも言いたげだが、そうでなくてはこの状況に説明がつかん。一つの場所に二人のサーバントが今日構えるなど。
Es hat tatsächlich einen anderen Grund. Caster stares at Archer silently. I can see her expression well beneath her foot, but she looks as if she's agitated. Archer, is that true? Assassin Caster's masters are cooperating?
門の外を守るアサシンと門の内に潜むキャスター。この両者が協力関係なのは明白だろう。マスター同士が協力し合うのも珍しいことではない。現にお前とリンとで手を結んでいる。
Oh, that's right. Then there are two masters at the sphere of the temple.
何を言い出すかと思えば随分と的外れなことを言うのね、アーチャー。
うん。なんだ、違ったか。まあいい。君たちが仲間だというのは確信だったのだが。
ええ、見当違いも甚だしいわ。仲間ですって？私があの犬と協力し合う？私の手駒に過ぎないあの男と？
Her laugh is so out of place that the tense atmosphere disperses. Contrarily, Archer grits his teeth. Something finally comes out. It's not Caster's amenity nor the swirl of magic energy surrounding the temple. For the first time since he came here, Archer is showing open hostility.
そう、あなたの予感は正しいですよ、アーチャー。私のマスターは誰とも手を組んでなどいないし、いいえ、そもそもアサシンにマスターなど存在しないのですからね。
The hell? Assassin doesn't have a master? What does that mean? Servants cannot exist without a master. Weren't they supposed to disappear if they don't have air supply of magic energy?
キャスター、貴様、ルールを破ったな。
Naja, ich sag mal so, das ist ihre Figur.
まさかルールを破ってなどいませんわ。だってサーバントを呼び出すのは魔術師でしょ。ならキャスターである私がサーバントを呼び出して何の不都合があるのです。
The witch in black robes proclaims with a sneer. So that means the assassin class servant at the temple gate is a recruit summoned by Caster.
サーバントを操るサーバントか。なるほど。ならばこその架空の英雄か。
Yep.
まっとうなマスターに呼び出されなかったアサシンは本来呼ばれるべき暗殺者以外のものをアサシンにしてしまった。それは構わん。
Yep, hat das da gerade schon nicht
元となる
erklärt.
英霊が誰であろうと敵は倒すのみ。
In der Welt sind ja die Heroic Spirits, die zu Servants werden. Die sind ja Personen, die tatsächlich da mal gelebt haben. Kucholen hat ja da in dieser Welt tatsächlich mal gelebt. Und Assassin aber in diesem Falle ist fiktiv. Er hat also nie existiert. Daher auch fictitious heroic spirit. And something other than a proper assassin must have been called. Also er ist eigentlich nicht Assassin. Er ist quasi ein Stand-in für die Klasse, aber er ist eigentlich kein Assassin-Class.
だが、それは貴様の独断ではないのか、キャスター。
聞きましょう。なぜそのような結論が出せるのです、アーチャー。
何？ただの直感だよ。マスターとは魔術師だ。その魔術師が自分より優れた魔術師を使い魔にした場合、そこにあるのはマスターが自身より優れたキャスターを警戒するのは当然だ。私が貴様のマスターであるのなら魔女に自由など与えない。マスター本人ではなく貴様だけの手足となるサーバントの召喚など強化するはずがない。
それなりの知恵は働くようですね。あ、いいわ。その賢さに免じて今の暴言は聞き流しましょう。
Caster snickers, so she watches Archer carefully. The only thing between them is enmity. They are about 7 meters apart. With the charge that Archer showed at school, he should be able to displace Caster before she even finishes chanting an incantation.
納得がいった。セイバーやランサー、ライダーは強力な対魔力を持っている。ここの男の高魔力など比べ物にならない。彼らにはあらゆる魔術が効きづらい。故に魔術師である君では彼らに太刀打ちできない。となれば策略に走るのは当然だったが、ルールを破り自らの手でアサシンのサーバントを呼ぶ。この土地に今日構え、町の人間から魂を収集する。自らは戦わず町中に張った目で戦況を把握する。これだけのことをするのだ。当然自分のマスターは拘束しているのだろうな。ここの間抜けなマスターのようにとっくに操り人形というわけだ。
Das stimmt nicht so ganz. She smiled silently. That sends a chill up my spine. She's not only collecting magic energy from the people in town, she's even using her own master as her own tool, just like she did to me. Caster's dangerous. She is not a pure threat like Berserker, but those who make the situation worse without showing themselves are always the most problematic in war.
ええ、あなたは正しいわ、アーチャー。けれど私があなたたちにかなわないというのは間違いよ。聖杯戦争に勝つことなんて簡単ですもの。私が手を尽くしているのは単にその後を考えているだけ。
ほう。サーバントを倒すのはたやすいと言ったな、キャスター。逃げ回るだけが取り柄の魔女がよく言った。
言ったわ。ここなら私は誰よりも強いもの。バーサーカーやセイバーならいざ知らず、アーチャー程度ではかすり傷さえ負わせられないでしょう。それよりあなたの方こそ逃げる算段を立てなさい。一度目は許した。けれど二度目はなくて、私を魔女と呼んだ者には相応の罰を与えます。
Ups, da war ja was gewesen mit der Bezeichnung Hexe. Caster's rope the swords. The magic energy in the air becomes a dense fog covering Caster's body. With that in front of him.
面白い。かすり傷さえ負わぬと言ったな。
Though he's very audible, Arthur sounds amused.
ええ、あなたでは私に触れることさえできないでしょう。
The Black Shadow responds. The Knight in Red laughs.
では一撃だけ。それで無理なら、あとはセイバーに任せよう。
He flies like a squirrel towards the Black Shadow. The Red Shadow runs. I don't know when he got them, but in Archer's hands are those weapons, twin swords. He does not allow any time for chanting incantation. Archer closes in on Caster before she can extend her arm. She slashes her in half with those twin blades. The rope cut in half, scatters in the wind. Archer seems disappointed standing in front of the remains of the enemy he just defeated so easily. It looked disappointing. She talked so big, yet she lost without even attacking him once. Anyone would feel let down. Archer is still gripping the twin swords. A red knight. The black and white short swords are magnificent to behold. Strange. My eye really keeps getting drawn to them. Those twin swords. They must be great swords with history, but I don't feel any malice from them. Nicht wirklich. Das sind keine historischen Schwerter. Diese Schwerter existieren eigentlich nicht. Noble phantasms are supposed to be fantastic weapons, so it only makes sense that they are beautifully crafted. If Saber's sword was visible, I have to imagine it would be likewise majestic. Those swords, however, are different. A sword with the clear purpose of defeating opponents. A sword that was made to leave a mark on history. A sword forged to surpass the skill and craft of another. A sword intended to do some great deed. These blades have none of that. They are nothing like a blade with a famed story or magical lineage. If anything, it seemed like they were made because someone just wanted to. There's something raw about them, unalloyed even, made like their creator questioned their own significance. That's what I think those are. Mirrored swords without vanity. Black and white. A swordsmith's awkward representation of yin and yang. As then captivated. Because I feel like the way they are is beautiful. Castor's left body disappears. After seeing it off, the moment Archer looks like he's going to put his weapons
残
away.
念ねアーチャー。あなたが本当にその程度だったなんて。
Castor's voice echoes through the desolated temple. Archer leaps. The barrage from earlier is mirrored. Bullets of light come flying from the sky to pierce Archer, and Archer repels them with his twin swords. No, this is different from before. What? The ground is burned red. The magic energy compressed within one of those lights is at least 3 times greater than my full capacity. I'm sure even Archer would have half his body blown away if he took a direct hit. He would be just like Castor earlier. Ich würde sagen, an dem Punkt beende ich jetzt mal die Folge. Ich finde, das ist ein sehr guter Zeitpunkt dafür. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.